Hi, my name is Trinity. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me just get the usual things out of the way real quick before we dive into today's video. Yeah, so all the decks I will be using today are listed down in the description below. Black Lives Matter and SARS donations also listed down in the description. And if you'd like to see more of me, once again, down in the description, there are links to my TikTok and my Instagram. And if you'd like a personal reading, I do offer those if you DM me on Instagram. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So today we are doing a general read for December 2020 for air signs. So that is going to be in the order of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, I don't really think there's anything else I need to say before we get started, so let's just go ahead. We're starting out with Gemini. Hi Gemini, so I got your cards all picked out here, so let's just get started. Let's go on through it. So where you're at right now, you got the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is all about healing and moving on from the past. You know, I feel like you've been doing the work and really just trying to grow and, I don't know, just, I feel like you're trying to do your best. That's all anyone can offer. That's all anyone can ask is for your best. I feel like you're trying to do that, yeah. The Six of Swords is, you know, just healing from past traumas and moving on, things like that. To clarify that, you got the Five of Wands, not swords. You got the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is all about, it's like petty arguments and friction between people. It could be like family or, you know, someone you have a close connection to. I feel like it's like if you live in the same house. I feel it's like that close kind of squabbling. Like it could be like a partner or something as well, but it's just close proximity. And kind of the irritability that breeds, I suppose. Yeah. So, I don't know, you may have been going through some of that with the people in your home life. Could be going through some of that currently. As further clarification, you got the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is, you know, he's very rash, very impulsive. He is quick to action and quick to chase his passions. I feel like maybe you were a bit too impulsive in the past, getting yourself into all sorts of situations. That could be the Five of Wands. I mean, also just irritability and shit. But I feel like you may have tried to like take a chance and rush into something and it didn't work out. Yeah. Yeah. Your final clarifier is the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is all about, you know, changing perspectives. It's surrendering to fate, kind of. It's acceptance and how little control we all really have over the things that go on. Everything is just chaos. Whether it's chance or fate that you believe in, it's all just a bunch of nonsense that leads up to something, right? It's a change in perspective. You know, this is probably coming from you kind of moving past things that have hurt you before, and, you know, I don't know. I feel like someone may have taken a gamble or something on something that didn't pay off, didn't work out, and that's caused some tension, and also just, you know, tension and relationships in a close kind of nature, I feel like. However that resonates for you, I guess, is how you can take it. What you need to know, you got the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is, you know, a very stable, secure figure. He's a knight, so he's moving forward towards growth and abundance and change. But it is slow moving, you know. He's the slowest of the signs. He's Earth. He doesn't change quickly. He doesn't go anywhere quick. It takes time. It's like seasons, I mean, depending on where you live, I guess, seasons don't just like change in one day, you know. It's at least a week or two, right? Yeah. Yeah. So whatever you're working on, I mean, it's gonna be slow and steady that wins your race, I think. You can't rush it. It's just gonna move at the timing it moves. To clarify that, you got the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is feeling despondent. It's, you know, kind of looking at the worst things, the worst side of things. You know, you got 2 cups up there, 3 knocked over. I mean, yeah, you have more spilt, but shit, you still got 2 cups, you know. It could be worse. You could have none. So, yeah, just feeling sad. And it's going to take a bit to get out of that, I suppose. As further clarification, you got the Empress. The Empress is all about, you know, standing in your power. She's the matron of the major arcana, you know. She's the great motherly figure of the tarot. She's all about standing in your power and knowing your worth and listening to your intuition and your gut. She's all about the feminine, you know. She's divine feminine. I feel like you're coming into that. Of course, like, feminine, you know, it doesn't matter. But you're coming into the energy of, you know, listening more to your intuition and being assured in yourself that way. Yeah. You know, it's gonna take a bit for it to get from the Five of Cups, that down, sad kind of feeling, to the Empress. But you are gonna get there eventually. Your final clarification for what you need to know, you got the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is all about commitments, whether this be to like jobs, it's commitments in institutions. So it's jobs, higher education, it can be committed relationships, church, things like that, you know. Going from the Empress to the Hierophant, I mean, all I can really think is a deepening commitment with somebody that you've been, you know, if you've been fighting with someone that you love recently, I feel like it's gonna get better. It's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna feel like shit for a bit, but then it's gonna come to this Hierophant, you know, it's gonna hurt and it's gonna take a bit, but it'll come to a deepening level of commitment, or like a renewed feeling of commitment, a better understanding of one another. Your final card for your most likely outcome, you got the Devil. Okay, so the Devil is all about, you know, feeling bound by vice, bound by the things that bind us, you know, that we allow to bind us. So the devil talks about, you know, addictions, depression, sexuality, things like that. I feel like it's a warning, kind of. A warning to let go of the things that, that you allow to control you more than you do. Yeah, if that makes sense. Like, if you don't let go of these things don't serve you. If you don't let go of them and you keep letting them rule you, then you're always going to be stuck by them. You have to get yourself out of them. Yeah, to clarify that, you got the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is, you know, it's messages, things that aren't taken as seriously. It could be apologies, could be somebody popping up in your life that, you know, you haven't really thought about in forever, or maybe you kind of figured you'd never hear from them again. And they pop up either just acting like nothing ever happened, or apologizing for something. But it's like a half-hearted apology. Yeah. It's kind of like, they're just kind of coming to see if they can waste your time, feels like. I don't feel like it's something that should be taken seriously, I guess. I mean, it feels immature and stupid. As further clarification, you got the 8 of Swords. So the 8 of Swords is all about, you know, kind of being trapped and held back by your thoughts and fears. And, you know, it's keeping yourself bound and blindfolded when you have all the ability, all the power to get yourself out of feeling this way, being in this situation, you know, etc. Yeah. And as your final clarification, you got the 7 of Pentacles. So the 7 of Pentacles is all about planting your seeds and waiting for them to grow. It's patience. It's not coming to harvest or, you know, doing the daily work before harvest. It's just starting. I feel like, yeah, December is gonna be, I mean, really your month to leave behind the things that no longer serve you. Come into your own sense of being and your own sense of purpose and power and all of that, and really just start laying out the grounds for, you know, new beginnings and new things that you want to do and lead into. Yeah. I hope that resonated with somebody. Yeah, if you have any comments, criticism, anything of that nature, you can go ahead and leave that down in the comment section below. I'd be very happy to read it. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your night. Bye. All right, Libra. So I got your cards all picked out here. Got your spread already, so let's just dive right on into it. So where you're at right now, good God, you got the Fool. Not reversed. You got the Fool. So the Fool is all about new beginnings, starting new chapters. taking that leap of faith, the plunge, you know, going into it fresh and new. To clarify that, you got the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is all about, you know, doing like the daily work. You know, it's the daily grind, just doing the work, putting in all your time and effort into something, you know, to be able to have this new start, you know? Yeah. It's like if you have like a garden or something, or plants you're trying to grow, you can't just like put the seed in the dirt and leave it alone and just hope for the best. You have to like water it daily and stuff. It feels like that's what you're doing. You're just daily doing what you need to do. I love that for you. Your second clarifier, you got the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is all about disillusionment and leaving behind past feelings, past situations that have hurt you. It's like seeing past someone's mask and just kind of being like, oh, that's what's, oh, okay, I guess. And then dipping. It's kind of a disappointment, I suppose. And it feels like you're leaving that behind and just diving into, you know, the daily work that you're doing, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Yeah. I was gonna say more, but your final clarifier is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is all about communication, you know, communication of ideas, thoughts and things. And I feel like, you know, I was gonna say earlier that you're kind of you're diving into doing the work in order to leave behind this disillusionment, this loss that you're feeling. And I feel like that's coming through either some like creative outlet, or it could be, you know, like talking it out with someone. If it's communication is how you're getting it out, whether it's expressing it for yourself or expressing it to others. Communication is key for you to be moving through this. Yeah, for what you need to know, you got the Ace of Swords again. So when you get the same card twice, it's just, you know, a little prod, poke, like, hey, pay attention. Yeah. So again, communication is going to be a huge key to you being able to move through these feelings and be able to move and progress through the month. Don't hold back or try not to talk to others, because it's going to be important for you to have conversations. There could be a conversation coming in as well, you know, somebody else coming to you to talk about something important. Yeah, and if it is something creative where you're, you know, expressing ideas, telling a story, whatever, something like that, could be anything. I mean, you know, all the air signs are creative. Swords rules air signs, or, you know, Swords is ruled by the air signs. So could be anything that tells any sort of story, any sort of, yeah, communication of ideas again, is going to be key to your success. To clarify that, you got the Ace of Pentacles, which is all about new beginnings and new starts financially, career-wise. Yeah, So you could be, you know, starting a new job, starting a side hustle maybe or something as well. Maybe this communication of ideas is going to by product breed a side hustle in a way. Like if you, I don't know, draw comics or like paint or, you know, music stories, whatever, it's gonna lead to more, or it could, if you keep doing it, it could lead to more. Further clarification for that, you got the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is all about, you know, shifting perspective, gaining new insight. It's surrendering to the tide of the universe and just, you know, kind of letting what happens happen, because the only thing you can control is yourself, and your reactions to things. So, you know, you're gonna, I feel like, okay, here, let me just do this real quick. Your final clarifier is the world. So this is, you know, the universe kind of laying things at your feet to put you on the right path. This is good fortune, luck turning in your favor, you know, things like that. It's a repayment of good karma. So I feel like this expression, if you have a creative expression that you're doing, you know, I feel like it's gonna have like a success, like a decent success. Maybe not like, oh, it's popping off like crazy, it's going insane, but it's gonna have a decent success, and that is going to give you a new kind of frame of reference when looking at it, and you're like, oh yeah, I can totally do that. And once you have that like shift in mindset or that shift in perspective, and you're like, yeah, I can totally do this, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy, then it's gonna start coming to you faster. Yeah. Your final card for your most likely outcome, you got the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is all about, you know, it's like a fear of action almost. That's what I'm getting from it. It's it can be a card of like lurking or like spying or like misconstrued information, things like that, immature communication, and I feel like there is a sort of sense of immaturity around communication. Like you have this thing that you're doing and there's this hesitancy to actually put it, and by putting it out there, putting yourself out there, and it feels like you're not necessarily, I don't know how to word it, you know, putting yourself out there. I don't know, it feels almost like you're scared to, or it's gonna take a lot of fucking energy for you or something. To clarify that, you got the Justice card. So Justice is all about, yeah, it's usually a good sign of things working out in the fairest way for everybody involved. If there are other people involved in this situation of yours, it's a good sign for fairness on all sides. If you're dealing with a legal situation, it's a good sign that, you know, it should go your way, depending. I mean, I don't know, if you murdered somebody, it might not, but you know. Yeah, just overall, it's equality in a situation. As further clarification for that, you got the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is victory, triumph, you know, it's success. So yeah, you may have a kind of hesitancy to put yourself, this project, you know, whatever, out there, and there may be like a brief, like a trial period, or you know, like a brief period of time where nothing really happens, and it makes you stressed or feel some type of way, and then in it's after a bit it's going to go into that success, the triumph, victory, you know. Your final clarifier is the Hermit, the alien in this deck, but it's the Hermit. So this is, you know, taking time to be by yourself, be alone with your thoughts, in introspection, introversion, in things, you know. I feel like it is gonna kind of be draining for you. If you're putting anything out, you know, within the month of December here, or getting ready to put anything out going into 2021, I feel like it's gonna be intense feeling wise. You are kind of gonna be rung through the ringer, like, oh shit, and like, do people not like it? Like, what's wrong? What's going on? Kind of thing. And then it'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I like it, people like it, seems like it's doing well, cool. That was tiring though. I'm gonna go nap for 9 years, you know? Yeah, I hope that was able to give you some sort of insight, some sort of clarity. Can go ahead and leave a comment or criticism down in the comment section below. I'd be very happy to read it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your night. Bye. Alrighty, Aquarius. So I got your cards all picked out, your spread all here, ready to go. So let's just dive right on into it. First card you got for where you're at right now, you got the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is all about, you know, the turning of cycles, you know, the dealing of karma, kind of. It's what I'm feeling, you know. It's a shift in fortune. So, you know, I feel like it's a shift in fortune for the better for you. To clarify that, you got the Star, your very own card. So the Star is all about attention, recognition. I feel like people are just kind of noticing you. They're noticing this shift in energy around you, this shift in luck. They're noticing, like, they're just like noticing you, you know? You're like showing up in your own reading here. You're the star, the center of attention. They're like, oh, there's Aquarius. And I feel like it's because, your further clarification, you got the King of Swords, you know, which is king of the air signs, basically. You are very much so in that no nonsense, take charge kind of energy, kind of power. You're making things happen for yourself, and people are noticing it, and they're like, damn, king shit, truly. Yeah, I feel like you're shifting into this energy of like, you know, I can make it happen if I want to, kind of thing. Your final clarifier for where you're at, you got Justice. So Justice is, you know, a card of equality, fairness, things working out in the best way for those involved on their path. Yeah, it's balance, you know, balancing of the mind and the heart, balancing of the scales of justice, you know, it's justice. You know, if you're in a legal situation, it could be a good omen in that case. I feel like it's just like the rebalancing of the scales again, you know, you kind of coming back into, you know, being that bitch, you know, being in your intelligent air signy kind of power, you know, like I feel like that kind of explains it. You're just coming back into this power of the ultimate it doesn't really matter, I don't care. Yeah. Your second card for what you need to know, you got the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is all about legacy, success, you know, it's growth, expansion, and abundance. And that is clarified by the King of Pentacles. You're in some double king energy. The King of Pentacles is all about abundance and prosperity. He is hard work paying off and the fruition of, you know, stability and putting in the work, putting in the effort, and doing the damn thing, taking charge. So I feel like there's definitely going to be some form of abundance and prosperity coming in. Could be, you know, money. To further clarify that, you got the Hermit. So the Hermit is all about isolation, introspection, you know, spending time with oneself. So you may kind of go into, sorry. So that may be kind of why, you know, things are switching into the best for you, because through this month you're going to be taking the time to just focus on you and work on yourself, and that is going to lead you into the world, which is the universe laying things down at your feet, because you are walking the path you're supposed to be walking on. It's like them putting those steps, the cobbles and stuff in front of you as you're walking. All-seeing eye. Okay. Your final card, your most likely outcome, you got the Magician. So the Magician is all about, you know, manifestation, taking action, making it happen, applying that energy, and focusing your intent on, you know, making what you want to happen happen. Yeah. To clarify that, you got the Strength card, which is all about, you know, inner strength, determination, perseverance, things of that nature. And as further clarification, you got the Moon. The Moon is all about illumination, you know, of information, finding things out, dispelling of a wool pulled over your eyes. I feel like you are maybe manifesting. I feel like you are manifesting something. It's gonna come forward as some sort of information you learn, I feel. Or you're just gonna, you know, learn that it is working through this perseverance. But either way, whether it's from, you know, some form of information you learn, or just kind of like, I don't know, that one makes sense though, because whatever, okay. I mean, I guess it would make sense. Like seeing a sign and knowing it's working, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Seeing a sign and knowing that speaking of your intention and law of attractioning and things that you're doing is working, and it is leading into your final clarification, the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is the card of wish fulfillment. You know, it's emotional satisfaction, it's fulfillment, and, you know, getting what you want, getting what you wished for. So you're coming into that through, you know, this speaking it into existence, you know, magician type energy. I do feel like it could come in the form of learning something or finding something out, hearing something. It's gonna click. It'll click for you. Yeah. I mean, overall, I feel like in December, you're kind of gonna be like in your lane, on your shit, you know? Yeah. But that was your reading for December. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments or criticisms, you can go ahead and leave that down in the comment section below. I'd be so very happy to read it. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, have a great rest of your night. Bye.